welcome back to another podcast. Listen, I got one of my good friends. Listen, before we get started, though, I'm going to tell y'all something about him. The boy can dress. He got that swag. He going to tell y'all his story. And, man, let's get into it, man. His name is Irvin, man. What's up, big boss?
Man, what's good, man? How are you, my boy?
Man, I appreciate you for coming through, baby.
Man, I appreciate the invite.
Yes, sir. So look, man, look. Before we get started, though, because I want to talk about fashion. I'll be online trying to take pictures, man, trying to see what's going on. So tell us what's going on about fashion in your mind. Like, what's so important with you when it comes to fashion? Let's talk about it.
Individuality. Be an individual, not following trends.
I like it.
And being confident in what I'm doing. So and you know what I mean. And I say being confident, like just not worrying about what the next man or woman thinks. I dress me for me and me only. I don't do it for compliment. I don't do it for likes. I don't do it for anything. I do it for me because it makes me feel good.
I like that. I like that. All right, so what makes you come up with these ideals? Do you have like different like outfits that you like to put together, or should the blazer go with the shoes, or like?
So in becoming a fashionista, man, it's about picking up pieces here and there.
Okay.
Bringing those pieces together.
Is it like drifting a little bit? Like maybe I ain't saying it right. Not drifting. What you call it when people go to places and they shop, but everything is new with you.
Well,
okay, because you say picking up pieces, that made me think about the person that goes to like
a thrift store.
Yes.
Or so I don't do. And when I say this, don't think I'm saying it to
I got you.
You know, but I don't do secondhand.
Okay.
I'd rather not. Let me say I don't do. I'd rather not do secondhand. I want my stuff to be brand new. But the pieces that I'm into buying, a lot of them definitely come from Ralph Lauren, and a lot of them definitely come from Purple Label. Okay. And so with Purple Label, once you see it, you need to get it because you'll never see it again.
So they got exclusive pieces.
Oh, they definitely have a lot of exclusive pieces.
And
what they will do is 10 to 15 years later, bring it back and call it vintage and charge you triple the price. And they will sell out in that triple the price.
Okay.
So what I was able to do I just went in and chummed up the people in the store.
Okay.
and next thing you know, I'm these pieces start to come here,
like when you say pieces, we talking about, because to me, and this is my opinion, so I might be a little retarded when I say this, though. No. When you say pieces, you talking about jackets,
pieces,
or pants?
All pieces.
All pieces.
When you say pants, shirts, jackets. I got this piece here. I got this piece here. You know what I mean?
And then you put it together.
I put it together. Yes.
Okay.
I typically will not go into a store and say, I saw that on a mannequin and I want all of that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And a lot of my stuff are bought. They may be Ralph Lauren, but I'm shopping in London, bro. I'm London shopping online. And a lot of people don't know, but that you can, pay one-time shipping. You know what I mean? And one-time shipping for 1 year.
Okay.
$55, and they ship to you for free for the rest of. Well, not for free, but they ship it to you for.
I got you.
For the rest of the year.
I got you. All right. So, because I'm trying to get into your mind, because I'm looking at you online. I'm like, man, I see what he doing. I'm looking at the different pieces I'm seeing. So, is most of the stuff you get, is it high value? Because I think people want to know that.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, high value. Okay, so typically jacket, what's the price? Like typically, like a range. Like give me a range, because we don't have value. So.
I got a confession.
Oh.
I never paid full price.
Okay.
I've always been find a sale,
I got you.
Find a discount, find a lane. But when I say never, let me retract. It's very rare that I pay full price for a piece.
So
I had to connect pre-pandemic.
Okay.
I had to connect at Ralph Lauren. Let me tell you something. I would go into the Ralph Lauren store and just admire. I seen things because I'm like, yo, I've never seen this polo before. What is this? And the first time I seen a purple label polo.
Okay.
And I was like, I've never seen this polo.
Okay.
And I'm like, how much is this? Now look at the price tag. The price tag, when I saw the price tag, you know how you pick the polo up?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't want to look at it. Nah, back then it was $325 for the polo.
Ooh.
So I was, and they up to about $400
Okay,
now.
okay.
So, but I was like, so I went and I asked the lady. Oh, well, I'm sorry. The lady walked up and she asked me, can I help you? And I said, the first thing I asked her?
Come on.
Do these go on sale?
I would be asking her too.
She said, these will never go on sale. I was like, oh.
Interesting.
I walked out the store. Went on Saks Fifth Off, or Saks Off Fifth, or whatever. And there it was, $99.
Oh, hold on. So you seen it at the store?
I seen a shirt at the store. They have multiple colors.
Okay, and then you went and did your research.
I did went online. I don't take no for an answer.
Okay, and you found it.
I found it, and
But she said never go on sale.
Never go on sale.
So she lied.
She lied. Well,
she trying to make a sale. I got
and
you.
And the boutique, she trying to make the sale. But in the boutique, they have sales, but that's not something that she wanted to disclose.
Okay.
At a big box store like Saks, I say big box luxury store, Saks, Neiman, Nordstrom's, they will have them, and they will go on sale.
Okay, I got you.
You know what I mean? So you just gotta catch it. You just got to catch it on sale.
Okay.
But do I spend a lot of money on? Yeah. So this. I don't want.
Don't want to close the price.
Well, it's not that.
I mean, it is what it is.
Like braggadocious,
it's not bragging though. To me,
all right. So
bragging.
Okay, let's. The Jodhpur boots.
Okay. The boots.
The boots are $1,500.
Ooh.
The linen jeans. The linen jeans was $600.
Okay.
The cashmere sweater.
Okay.
$1,600.
Ooh.
The jacket. I believe and I'm telling you full price now.
Oh, so we're at 42 right now, 4,200.
Oh, you on that mat?
I'm on that mat.
The jacket. Believe when this jacket came out, I think it was $3,000.
Okay.
I think it was $3,000.
So we're at $7,000 the whole outfit on.
Yeah, and the shirt, $490. The undershirt.
Okay, the undershirt.
$495. The belt, $395.
Okay. We ranking up 8,000. And what's that little Mercedes Benz?
Oh, watch out, man! Let me hide.
Man, what that Mercedes Benz thing hitting for, man? Come on, man.
Oh,
what is hitting for the Mercedes Benz, man? Come on,
man. I got this off Amazon or something.
Oh yeah, I bet you did not. I bet you did not.
But and so you say you rang up. Well, you said 8. Well,
yeah.
With my boy back then, when he was putting me on, he'd tell me, hey, right now employees get 50% off.
So you became an employee.
So he would just be like, and let me tell you something.
Okay.
Let me tell you something.
Break it down.
And so he was getting 50% off the sale price. So if it went on sale, I was getting 50%. I was not getting 50% off. What his hustle was, I'm going to give it to you for 30% off.
Okay.
And I'm going to keep that 20%. So he going to get it 50% off.
Okay.
But he going to sell it to me at a 30%. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't mad at him. I got a lot of, but bro, I looked at my Cash App.
Come on.
I'm embarrassed to say this, man.
Don't be embarrassed.
I looked at my Cash App.
Come on.
From 2000. I started in 2018.
2018. Come
I started dibbling and dabbling Purple Label, and by the time the ending of 2019, I showed it to him. I said,
okay.
I just sent that boy like $21,000 just in clothes and shoes. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so just another question. Is it resellable?
Of course.
Okay, I gotta make sure. So it's a market for it.
There's definitely, look, I that's one thing that depreciating I don't really like to get into.
I got you.
So if it's trendy, no, it's not.
Okay, I got you.
But these are, I literally I'm a part of a couple of groups, and people, you know, you'll see them ask, hey, did anybody get this piece? Did anybody get that piece? You know what I mean?
So it's a whole society.
Oh, man. You have no idea, bro. You have, I know, have you ever heard of, the low heads?
I don't know.
So they out of New York. They from back in the 90s.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But
so
they were boosting back in the day.
So they're like sneakerheads, but they just closed.
Right, low head.
Okay, I got you.
So these guys are hardcore. Like they started out like a gang, a small gang, but they were boosting, like run up in the store, get the stuff, come out. You know what I'm saying? And so some of these guys, you look at it online, they still got some fantastic pieces. We ain't talking about Purple Label. We just talking about Polo, Ralph Lauren Polo. And so you'll see that these guys now, they have pieces that you can't get. I watched a video with Just Blaze.
Okay.
Just Blaze went into the Polo store, went to the Ralph Lauren store in Beverly Hills.
Okay.
Saw Polo. They said, "Oh no, that's on hold for T.I."
He wanted. He's like that. He already paid that money.
But what Juvenile say, for the right price?
For the right price,
the right. That man, boom, boom, boom. He paid for the shirt. Not only had to pay for the shirt, but he had to lace the dude that was holding the people. Hey, I'm gonna lace y'all pockets. I want that shirt. Then call T.I. I'm sorry, my boy. I got that Polo.
Ooh.
You see what I'm saying? So he went on to show his closet and show all the vintage pieces and saw all the pieces he had. But so it's definitely a reselling
market.
It's definitely a reselling market.
Okay.
Ralph Lauren,
so we're not throwing money away.
No sir.
I was just saying.
No sir.
If you go into a recession, you might can sell some pieces.
Somebody wants what I have on right now.
Okay, I got you.
But here's the deal. I don't plan on selling it just because I know the chances of me picking this up again is slim to none.
Okay, so I seen something though, the cologne. Come on. Cause you know what? My wife said you need to get into the cologne. Some of that cologne smells so good. You need to get into it. So let's talk about that.
Okay.
So how do you sample these colognes? Do you sell them?
I used to have a small fragrance business.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
My thing was, like we talked about, before we started here, was just tapping into a market that
yes.
And so I came up with, hey, you know what? When you buy a fragrance, you have to go to the store, or you buying it online.
Big facts.
But I wanted to come to you. So I had my duffel bag. But the problem with that was...
Okay, come on. What's the problem? What's the lesson you learned in that hustle? It's always a lesson in the hustle.
So I guess the lesson that I learned was people ain't I'm just...
I know what you about to say, because I feel the same way. You know what I'm saying?
It was a couple of lessons that I learned. I think one of the things, like, you know how they say, do what you love. Well, I do love fragrances. I do love smelling good. But I was putting a lot of money into it and wasn't getting a good return on it. That's one thing I learned. So, and just, I guess with like I say, with people, the fragrance game is a seasonal game, bro. It is a seasonal thing.
How is it seasonal when everybody trying to smell good every day?
Because if I purchase, I gotta, like, let me kind of break it down a little bit.
Okay.
So you have your regular market, your retail market, which is where you're gonna go, depending on if you got niche fragrances, which are higher end private line fragrances, right?
I got you.
So, or you got designer, which is designer. You're gonna find a lot of those in Sephora, Dillard's, Macy's.
Okay.
Now your niche designers, they sell in Saks.
Okay.
Those higher end, the ones that cost a little bit more.
Yeah.
So, so you have niche designer, and then you have
the mid.
No, retail. Gray market, retail market, gray market. There's a gray market.
What you mean the gray market?
I'm finna break it down.
Okay.
and then you got black market. Well, you know what black market is.
Oh, you know what black market is.
Well, you got the in between. So the black market is gonna be 9 times out of 10 is fake. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's fake. It's hot. You know what I mean? They sell it. They really like copy to the T.
Okay.
Gray market is I, as a wholesale buyer, approach a boutique owner and say, hey, you didn't get rid of these pieces. Let me get them off of you at a discounted rate.
Gotcha.
And then I turn around and sell those to a person who wants to start a business. You know what I mean?
I got you.
Who wants to start a, excuse me, who wants to start a small business. And so that's what I tapped into was I was in the gray market. All right.
Gotcha.
I go now to get you got to get still had to, had to do this, to buy from a wholesaler, they're going to ask you for a tax ID number.
Oh, so you still got to have your tax ID?
Yeah, I had to go get a tax ID number.
I got you.
Once I got a DBA tax ID number, I reached out, and you know what, man, shout out to Alan, man. I don't know if you remember a guy in Baytown named Alan in the mall out there in Your Secrets. Alan really put me.
He put you on game.
He put me on game.
I got you.
Because it wasn't the information that I was getting from him. I was not gonna be able to find that. Like, somebody got to give you the game.
So you know what
I mean.
I got you.
I told him what I wanted to do, and he was just like, you know what? Boom. You want to do it? Go holler. Call this person and tell them I told you. Tell them Alan sent you. And let me tell you something. Getting in contact with that person was not it's not easy, bro.
Oh,
it was not easy. It was calling, leaving messages.
Why they trying to be secretive or what?
No, it's just you call this wholesale marketplace, whatever you want to call this, and they've got. You call them like, press 1 to speak to so-and-so, press 2 to speak to so-and-so, press 3 to speak to so-and-so.
That's crazy.
So I'm pressing this button and I'm leaving messages. Finally, I got to the point where I started leaving messages on other people's phone. Finally, I think I had to get back with Alan. Hey, man, reach out.
So he can do it.
Reach out.
He knew them?
Yeah, he knew.
He knew
because he was spending money. You know what I'm saying? And so finally, the lady reached back out to me, and that was my first account. Another account was another one that Alan told me about, and he, both of them based out of New York.
Okay.
And had to, so what I was told, I forget the place name, man. But anyway, 2 different places, 2 different ways of selling. Okay, this first place said we ship out at the minimum. You got to spend a minimum of $500. So the next place said we ship out the minimum of $350. So that means you got to
spend some money.
You got to spend, before they ship in you anything, you got to spend $500 or you got to spend $350. Okay?
What's your return?
Okay, so one place said you could. So one place said you could send us a money order. We don't take this, we don't take that.
What?
Oh yeah. But the other place, the first place that I called, where I was trying to get contact, they were more legit.
Okay.
So I'm not saying the other place wasn't legit, but it was just the way they were doing business. I didn't like it. And so the second place I'm talking about, where they took the money order, it was a cash on delivery type deal. So when they delivered, if I wasn't home, I didn't get my stuff.
Oh wow!
So it was,
that's crazy.
I had to pay the FedEx driver every time. I had to slide him, and he scanned it, whatever. But and so the returns
out of 500, you probably make double.
It just all depends.
It all depends.
That's what I'm saying, man, because it's like...
What was your marketing plan, though? I mean, I used to see you online. I'm like, what was the marketing plan? Were you going to barbershops?
I thought that I was going to... I got my business card. I put my name out there. And I said I was going to pull up to your place of business or to your home.
It's going to sell.
And make it personable. That was my thing. I want to make this personable. Because not only I'm gaining a client, but I'm also I'm being introduced to someone, and we could possibly be, we could.
Yeah, because they know somebody,
right? And they know, and so, Yeah, I that was my plan. It's not something that I sat there and just wrote down. This is all stuff that it just
got you.
This is what I'm gonna do, and that's how I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
Guess what? There was no plan B behind that. And so
that's lesson one in that plan was you had a plan A with no plan B.
With no plan B. I just thought this is what I'm doing. This is what I love doing. I love fragrances. Man, I've been I started messing with fragrances. And because back in the day we get Christmas gifts to get you little miniatures for Christmas,
Yeah,
bro. Funny story.
Crazy.
Ninth grade math class. I had a bottle of the worst fragrance in my pocket, and it bust. I had a bottle of gray flannel in my pocket, and it bust in my pocket, like it cracked, and it just leaked everywhere. And bro, if you anybody ever smell gray flannel, that's old man, bro. But that was what I got for Christmas, so that was what I was kind of.
Yeah, little dip dab.
But I started in 2002. I started not 2002, 2000.
Okay.
In 2000, 2001. What happened? I was going to San Jacinto College. I was late to class the first day, and I walked into class, and the professor made us stand at the door.
Okay.
And when I came through the door, I got a whiff of myself. I smelled like old folks say, I smell like I dozed.
Come on.
I smell like outside, like ozone. And I was like, what did I see? Man, who is that right there? And guess where? I had to sit right next to her. And so I'm self-consciously thinking like, yo, I stink. And I'm shot already. Like there's no chance for me. And so from then on, I started carrying little miniature fragrances in my.
So do you think the fragrance or the oil is better? I don't know why I like the oil. Come just say I like the oil though. I don't know why I like the oil. Maybe would you tell me, educate me. Man. Educate me. That'd probably be my problem. I probably need to go to the fragrance. Educate me real quick, man. I need your.
I'm gonna plead the fifth on that, just because I don't want to, crash somebody's sale that they selling oils.
Okay.
I personally don't
like
buy oils.
Okay, you like the fragrance.
I don't.
Okay.
But I got close friends who dibble and dabble in oils, and
that's not. Okay, so I'm all out there. I'm gonna start buying the fragrance. That's my problem. So I'm gonna start buying. So what would be some of the best smelling fragrance right now for men?
Man, that's very subjective.
Oh man, my wife said she smelled some one day with some guy. She wanted to ask him, but she was like, I don't know.
Well,
I need to get it up.
A lot of times, and I can't stand folks like that. They won't tell you what they wearing. They just look at you. Oh, I forgot. You know what you wearing. But to be honest, man, I'm all over the place. I would say I own over 250 fragrances.
Oh, so wow.
I buy fragrances based off of seasons.
Okay.
So if it's like right now, I have a cooler weather fragrance on what I call cool weather fragrance.
Okay.
Those are gonna be the heavy scents, woodsy, gourmand. You understand what gourmand is?
I do not. Please educate me.
Gourmand is sweet, candy, coffee, stuff like that. You know what I mean? So,
okay.
But I always tell people, look, what? Hey, is it hot outside? Well, think about the beach. Think about what do you want to do when it's hot. You don't want to be in the wood. Well, some people do, but you don't want to be in the wood burning the fire in the heat. You know what I mean? When it's hot outside, you want to be by the beach.
That's true.
So you want to okay, well, let me stick to something fresh, aquatic. You know what I mean? Spring, summer.
I gotta open up my I need like you know how you have like color palettes?
For sure.
I need like a palette of telling me what fragrance for these first 3 months, the second 3 months, the third.
You really, when you spend your money on it, bro, you do what you want to do.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
I just, they have what they call work-friendly fragrances. You know what I mean? Like, is it going to come off like raunchy, or is it going to come off like, oh my God, what are you wearing? You know what I mean? Or is it going to like, yo, that dude or that chick, she walked by me and dang, you know what I mean? What are you wearing? You got to ask, so you definitely got to be conscious. You got to keep mindful about, being around certain people and certain fragrances that you wear. You ever heard of animalic?
I have not.
Animalic is just the way it's just animalic, my boy. Like you smell animalic. You know what I mean? Like they are gonna be some of the, and they make some animalic fragrances that really smell good. You know, but you just got to be careful with that. You know, so.
So let's dive into some of your business ventures. All right.
Okay.
So I seen two things. No, like I said, one thing I seen was you was driving trucks. Okay. Yeah. So we're gonna kind of dive in that a little bit. Let's talk a little bit about that. Some lessons you learned. Is you still doing it? I mean, talk to your boy.
Am I still in the trucking business? No, I'm not.
Okay. Well, tell me why. Why you?
Man, it's so much that I've learned. Where do I begin with it? Let me tell you why I'm not.
Okay.
In 2020, I probably like everybody else saw this guy named Demetrius B on YouTube, because guess what? In 2020, everybody in the house, you know.
Hey, so in the really house.
Find something to do. And, I'm watching YouTube, and I scrolling through YouTube, and I see I made $20,000 in 1 month driving a box truck, and I'm like,
okay, so you
what?
So hold on, so then you that typical buyer that's like, well, not typical, but that you know how the person's like, I see it,
yeah.
Okay.
So it was a lane. I saw a lane.
Okay.
I saw an opportunity, and what I did, I started doing my homework, because I didn't get a truck until 2021. So I really started looking into it. But same thing, man. Man, people really gotta start. Like, okay, let me just not say. Let me not even go down that path, man.
No, go down that path. But I think people do need to do their research.
Do your research,
hardcore research.
But I wasn't. What I was gonna say is that, you know, man, we really gotta. Like, if I know something, you my boy, I'm gonna give it to you.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be like, well, give me 100,000 and I'm gonna tell you the bit. No, you my boy, P. I'm gonna give it to you. You see what I'm saying? So I understand both sides of that coin. I understand if I don't try to sell, sell the game, somebody gonna take my knowledge and sell that. You see what I'm saying?
So this is the thing I try to tell people too, though. I'm like, okay, 90% of the people won't take action anyway.
That's very true.
And the 10% that do take action, only 3% gonna execute.
That's very true also.
You know what I'm saying?
Very true.
Only 3% is gonna execute.
Yes.
If I tell 100% of the people what I know, 90% not gonna do nothing with it. The 10% that's gonna take action, they not gonna execute. And that's a dang fact. I know for sure, because I deal with a lot of different people. They not gonna execute.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I had to.
So how much you paid though to get started?
So what I had to try on my own, man. Okay. I had to find a lot of stuff out on my own.
Okay.
Never ever ask, someone who don't know nothing about the trucking game about a truck.
Come on.
That's like, all right. So I saw the avenue. I started looking into it. At the time, box trucks were going for anywhere from, depending on what I wanted, a newer truck. Right?
Okay.
I didn't want because I had already heard that you can. You can get a truck any year.
Okay.
But you're gonna have to put money into it.
Okay, but you didn't want to do that.
I don't want to buy something and then start putting money into it immediately.
Yeah, you want to at least make some kind of profit.
Right.
Okay.
Right. So what I did was, I started going on Amazon. I started trying to figure out how, because this dude said he made 20 grand.
Yeah,
so
I'm trying to
figure it out. How did you do this, right? So I'm trying to I started doing my homework, trying to, doing all the research.
Mm-hmm.
Amazon said your truck has to be 2015 or greater, and it has to be 26 foot, and it has to have a gate.
Okay, so you had all that.
I had that. That's what I went forward with that. Started looking. All right. Mind you, I don't have business credit.
Okay, got you.
That is something, and I don't have I don't have nothing.
Okay.
I got my own money that I'm about to invest. You know what I'm saying? I got my own money.
Going
that I'm
in.
about to throw. Well, I had a rent house.
Okay,
we'll talk about that too.
Okay.
I had a rent house, and what I did was I took money. I took a loan. I took an equity loan out
on the rent house.
On the rent house, and I started this business.
Okay. All right.
I went and bought a truck.
So you made one. You took something that because I like to talk about lessons and principles. You took something that you had, which was the house.
Correct.
You took some money out of it, and you went and started the truck.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
And what I was told from, which I should have listened, but that's neither here there. Well, because it's once I did the real estate thing, I'm like, I like it, but I don't like it. You know what I mean? And so it's the guy who did all the renovations on the rent home. He told me, you need to buy. He said, you take this house, let it build equity. He said, the equity on this home, you want to snowball, which means take the equity, buy another house. Then build equity in that other one, buy another house, and just snowball it to where you got as many rent homes as you want.
Okay.
And he was giving me the game. And I but right around that time, that's when I saw that video. So what I did was I took that money and I started the business. And I had what people are not telling you, what this guy didn't tell you is like, hey, you got to get a DOT. You got to get, you got to get all the red tape that you got to do.
Everything. He didn't explain none of that.
Oh, no, he didn't say all that. He didn't say all that.
Okay.
And then,
cause I seen you you was at a couple places though.
Okay, yeah. So I was
it Junior Dad?
I was at Amazon.
Okay.
What I tried to do was start this business with just me, my dad, and my brother, and build it from that.
Okay.
Because
I got you
in a truck. I've watched the videos. I've heard this horror stories. Of, hey, I'm just trying to start a business. Hey, you want to drive for me? Well, come on. Well, your business is really him. It's not you.
No.
He's the face of your business. Whoever, or he or she, whoever that is.
You have to trust them.
You gotta trust them. Because guess what? The horror stories that I heard, I was like, nah. They were like, why you didn't get an 18-wheeler? Because I don't have a CDL.
I got you.
And if he or she decide
I
don't want to drive this truck no more. Come get it. It's over. I'm in Tennessee, and it's
you gotta go
outside
get
the road. I gotta be able to go or get somebody. So I'm like,
that's crazy.
I'm gonna let that. So I went with the box truck. I'm trying to figure out. I know I had to get the DOT, and then BOC. And
oh Lord, what's all that?
It was a bunch of stuff that I had to get started. I had to hire a lawyer I forgot what he basically did my I forgot what he did for me.
Yeah,
I ended up paying him like.
But in this course that you took a course from this guy.
I took no course.
But what'd you pay him for? Did you pay him?
Who? Demetrius?
Yeah.
No, it was just a YouTube video. But eventually I did. He did come up with a box truck course, and I did pay for that. I paid him $175 for that.
Was that good?
It was informative, but it was already too late. I knew.
Oh, you already made the mistakes.
Well, because he was basically telling you how to get in with Amazon and all the ins and outs. And
you knew that.
I had already done it. Now
did your research?
Yeah, I already done it. By that time, I had already making loads. You see what I'm saying? So what happened, to kind of skip forward, is everybody and their mama decided they was gonna go get a box truck at the same time.
So the competition got cool.
Oh wow! And you started listening to the chatter. And they got the brokers, right? You got brokers. Everybody decided they're gonna become a broker.
You talking about dispatch?
Dispatch. Well, yeah, dispatch. Yeah. So yeah.
But I know a couple people that dispatch. That's all they do. And they say they make a lot of money.
Yeah. So yeah, because the tax lady I went to at that time, she was telling me she had a couple that was dispatching. She said they made $500,000 in 1 year dispatching.
Some money being made and something.
Some money being made. And I was like, she's like, yeah, you might want to look into that. I was like, well, yeah, that might be some of it. All right, so everybody decided to get, and so.
So how was you getting these loads though? You already was calling around, or Amazon was giving them to you?
Once you get all the boxes checked, Amazon, they'll do a check on you.
Okay.
And then they say, okay, and then they'll give you access to a load board. All right. Once you get access to that load board, they're gonna they told you, hey, you gotta get an A grade to see
more loads. Okay. So how do you?
They gave
the A grade,
bro. They give you the boo-boo. I'm talking about the bottom of the barrel load, meaning like you're gonna make profit. You might make $60, $70. You might make $60 or $70, but you got to show. And you know where you going? Oh, you going to Dallas or San Antonio from Houston?
Oh wow.
Real quick turnaround trip. You ain't gonna make about after you pay gas. and all of that, you make about $50, $60. That was that first load. That first 2 loads to get an A grade. I think I did 2 or 3 to get an A grade. Once I got that A, it opened up and I saw everything. And I was like, okay, man.
Okay.
The best I did in 1 week was I want to say I did 7,000 in 1 week.
So you was on that pad.
Oh, we was on it.
Of the 20K.
Oh, we was on it.
Demetrius was talking about.
But then the next week it just went boom. Like, dang, what happened to all the loads? Well,
people. Even with your A grade?
Yeah, Amazon says if you got 5 trucks, we'll give you a dedicated.
So you have to go invest more money on trucks.
Gotta have. So guess what? What you have guys.
That's crazy.
That come in and they say, hey, you want to team up? And they start teaming up. You know what I mean? Well, when they were doing that, some of the guys that were doing that were saying, hey, I'm like, I got my own authority because you got to have your authority.
Okay.
I got my own authority. Well, if you ain't got your own authority, hey, don't worry about it. Come ride with me. We'll make you money. But then when it's payday, they taking 20%. You know what I mean? I'm like, nah, I'm not trying. Like, why would I ride with you and I got my own authority and you're not gonna?
Yeah.
But after a while, it started to look attractive because the lows started to decline.
Yes.
The lows declining. Meanwhile, gas prices are going up.
Okay. You got to factor all that in too.
Oh, you got to factor in the miles, the gas. You want to try to get something going in, coming back too.
So you saying lows from here to San Antonio, here to Dallas?
Lows to San Antonio, Dallas. We did Beaumont. We went all the way back east into Lake Charles.
I got you.
We went as far as where else we go? A lot of Dallas runs. San Antonio.
Okay.
What is it called? What is it?
Lake Charles?
No, headed towards
San Marcos.
San Marcos.
Okay.
San Marcos. Get some loads out there. So Amazon, that was the good thing about Amazon.
Okay.
Then you got a separate load board, and you get into some of these load boards.
So you think should you get connected to a dispatch?
A dispatcher would be good. If you can get a dispatcher, but
that's
the thing about a dispatcher was
they're gonna take their port.
Man, I had 3 people. I had 3 dispatchers, and not one time did they come through for me.
Oh, okay.
Because the market was it was trash, man. Like, one dispatcher was just like, all right, I got a load for you, but I don't think you're going to want it. Where's it going? It's going to Oregon.
Oregon.
In a box truck.
What's about Oregon? Portland, Oregon?
Oregon, my boy. Guess how much they trying to pay?
Oh, but don't tell me that crazy. Come on, man.
$1,500.
Ooh.
We done ate that up in gas and room because you can't drive the truck. You can't be in the truck. No, like it's like 11 and something 11 hours. You can only be on that truck, and you got to stop. You got to take breaks. You gotta fuel.
Lord,
bro, that box truck can just be beating you. Nah, I'm good. I'm good on that, man. So we didn't.
So how long you did it?
About a year.
About a
year, and then like I said, the gas prices got to the point. What happened was, you paying the fuel prices, the diesel prices, they got so high, but the amount of what they were trying to pay per mile was so low that it was just it didn't make sense to move the truck. So it got to the point to was like, hey, I'm paying you to take the load. One lady told me, I called this lady, and then there's another reason why I had to, it was the stress level because I'm a shift worker as well.
Okay.
Right? I'm a process operator.
Yeah. So
I work shift work. So here I am, while we in the morning, while we all in the meeting, I'm sitting there trying to book loads, and I'm like trying to do it on the slide. I'm back and forth at the printer trying to back stuff off. And they're like, Urban, what you doing? And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm just, I try to blow it off, but I'm trying to make money. I could have got fired for that. You know what I'm saying?
Easily.
So it was very stressful doing that.
You never found nobody to take over that truck?
Nah, man. My dad was my driver. My dad was my main driver.
Okay.
My dad and my brother. My brother was like, I'm going to leave my job to come help you. But I couldn't. I didn't have anything steady. One lady told me, I was like, I'm calling about this load, picking up in Houston. And it's going to, let's just say it was San Marcos.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, okay, give me your number, your DOT number. Gave her my DOT number. She's like, okay, because what they doing, they checking to see how long you've been in business, how long you've been driving. Okay, Well, this load it's just one pallet, but it pays $150. I said, excuse me?
To go to San Marcos?
I said, oh no. I said, well, at least gotta have at least 400 to go to San Marcos.
Easily.
She's like, well, it's a LTL, which is less than truck. Right. So she's like, well, we just looking for somebody just to put it on their. I was like, oh, thank you.
I'm
$150. Ain't no way, man. It costs $150 for gas.
That's crazy.
Because to fill up that box truck, when we had to fill that box truck up, I was paying $140. Like, if I'm going to Dallas, I gotta pay that. When I get back to Houston, I'm putting $140 again. So that has to be factored in.
That's crazy.
So what happened was, man, I ended up establishing business credit.
Okay.
I needed that. That was very important.
That's important for all businesses.
I needed, and I found a lane, and a guy, he helped me get a truck, and I financed that truck. Was it highway robbery? Of course it was highway robbery.
You already know.
It was like, there is no way that this $42,000 truck should be at this price, right? They was charging me, that truck was costing me $1,300 a month. So
you ended up letting it go?
I had to let it go.
Okay.
The total that truck was costing me was, when it all went down, there wasn't no loads, wasn't nothing out there, and the market just went to trash.
Come on.
I was paying $2,300 a month on that truck with truck note insurance.
Oh wow.
And storage, because you can't park that on the street. You can't park that on the road at your house, not unless you live in the hood.
So you got acres or something.
You got acres, you know what I mean? Or you got somebody, you got a garage that let me park it. You know what I'm saying? But to park the truck, that was costing me, and I was paying insurance, and I was paying truck note, and that was coming.
So you paying a whole nother mortgage?
That's basically what I was doing.
That's crazy. Dude.
Not only so, I'm paying the business bills, and I'm paying my own bills.
That's what I'm saying.
I had to tap out. Let me tell you another reason why I had to tap out.
Come on.
In December 2021,
okay,
my daughter called me and told me some disturbing stuff. In January 2022, I had to go get a lawyer.
Oh man.
It's been a year and I'm still going through child custody.
Oh.
So you could imagine how much the lawyer fees are costing.
Oh yeah, and then your
mentally, bro, you have no idea. I'm still going through a child custody battle from 2020. Like it's all started in 21. It was all. I thank God, by the grace of God, I got temporary custody.
Okay.
In March of 2022 this year. And
why the mom don't want to give it all the way up?
Oh no,
she tripping.
But you know what, man? we'll come. I'll come back and we'll talk about. You know, once this is all over, we'll talk about the process of child custody, dad, taking over custody rights and all of that. You know,
this is crazy.
It's crazy. So that was, like I said, mentally, it was just So I had the truck. I also had the rent house. My tenant left in December.
Oh man, how much was that running you?
In December 20, that was costing me $6 because remember I took the truck.
So
I just to kind of go back. That's the house I grew up in.
Oh, you still got it?
I sold it. I sold it this year. Yeah,
okay.
Got a nice little property.
Okay, well, yeah.
I sold it. I sold that house, but before I sold, so my dad was just like.
Was that back there in Craigmont? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I know that house.
Yeah. So my dad was like, hey, I'm thinking I'm gonna sell this house, man. I'm gonna sell it to We Buy Ugly Houses people and I think I'm just gonna go back to Louisiana. I was like, well, wait a minute.
Let's see.
How much do you owe on the house? He said, I owe $24,000 on that house. I said, hold on, just wait. Let me see what I can do.
One minute, give me a second. I might can figure this out a little bit.
I said, you can come stay with me, And so that's what he did. He moved in with me. I paid the house off and, tried to keep it in his name, but the city was like, nah, we got you. You know what I'm saying? Nah, you ain't no homestead exemption for you. Nah, ain't no homestead exemption for you.
Yeah.
So
they try to be smart.
Oh, yeah, they got me. Yeah, because me and him got the same name, so it was just a bunch of, and it was a pandemic too, so it wasn't like I could just go up to a building and say, this is what I want to do. No, I had to send in information and the way it, So I started renting the house out in 2020. April of 2020.
I got
start renting that house out.
Gotcha.
And I was getting I was charging $12.50 a month on that house.
Ooh, okay.
And that was just all
coming to you.
I had to pay $120 a month on insurance, but
yeah.
man, that was all coming to me. Like, so this is why you see the key, right?
Yeah,
I got extra money now.
You got extra money. You know what I'm saying?
So then, in the end of 2020 is when I decided to start that business. The end of 2021, my tenant, we had a disagreement. Okay?
I got you.
And I was very lenient because I know a lot of people who rent houses.
Oh yeah.
And they are no games. Like, if you late,
they own you.
They own you. I told my tenant, hey, just let me know if you can't pay, if you're gonna be late.
Yeah, that's only
right.
I
said, because they're not on me. And with that situation, you got to be able to cover the monthly, just in case. And I was able to, but I was just like, look. I told my tenant, I said, rent is due on the 1st.
Give you 8 days, 5 days.
I gave her 8 days.
Dang.
I gave her 8 days. I said,
that's
by
big.
the 8th, by the 8th, I'm getting the ball rolling to get you out of there. And she always paid. Always paid. Well, I had a situation. Refrigerator. It was a refrigerator situation.
Yeah.
But it was a disagreement, and I was like, look. It was like strong arming me a little bit. I was like, look, I said, look.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we can get past this. Let's not do this. And I said, don't force my hand, because the tenant said they wasn't going to pay the rent. I said, please don't force my hand. You got to pay rent.
Come on.
I'm already being lenient with you. Well, she decided in that conversation, I'm thinking about moving out. I said, okay, that's fine. I don't know if that was a scare tactic, but I was like, that's fine. 15 minutes later, I'm moving out this weekend.
Wow.
My rebuttal, have your stuff out by Sunday, because I'm changing the locks. I get a call, I get a text. Hey, this is so-and-so. I've been paying you the rent. I just want to know if she had been paying the rent on the 8th, then why? Because it ain't the 8th yet.
What?
I had to reply back to so-and-so. Actually, the rent's due on the 1st. I just been giving her to the 8th to pay. I said, so I'm going to need y'all out of that house. And who are you in the first place?
Because I don't even know you.
You ain't even on the lease, bro. Who are you? You know? So anyway, so I had all of that, man. It was just a lot going on. And starting a trucking business, you need a team of people. You got to, or you got to be willing to
lose. It look like you gotta be willing to lose a little bit.
Well, oh yeah, for sure. But you gotta be willing. Like me, like if I wasn't a process operator, I'd probably still have that truck, because I gotta be willing to make moves that I didn't want to make. I didn't want to go to rooms to go and move furniture into people's houses. I didn't want to do that because my dad's too old for that.
I got you.
When we were doing Amazon loads or even the dispatch
back
loads,
in, let them load it, and we out.
We back, man, bro. It's literally like they put these bins, these rollable bins on there, and just boxes. It was like, my dad was like, "Oh, that's easy work." And when we would do it, it's easy money. You remember Columbus Willie? Yeah. I took Columbus, man, on a load with me, man, just to show him the game. You know what I mean? I told anybody, I said, y'all want to ride? I'm gonna show you. You know what I mean? Come on with me. I took him with me, man, but it was easy. It was easy work, and it was something for him to do. He's retired. He just wanted to get out the house and do something.
Did he move back to Louisiana?
Nah, he's still with me.
Oh, okay.
He's still with me. Yeah, man.
Well, that's good, though. Y'all got a good relationship.
Oh, yeah, man. At first, back in the day, me and my dad didn't have the best relationship, but time heals all wounds.
Oh man, I'm in the same position.
Yeah, time heals all wounds. Yeah. But yeah, my dad, thank God for him, because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be able to have my daughter. You know what I mean? Somebody to pick up from school and be there with her.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Because like I said, I work shift work.
Yeah, I know.
So it's hard, bro. It's hard.
Like I said, and the reason why I wanted to bring in a podcast, because everybody got a story.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? And then I've been looking at some of your moves. I'm like, man, you the fashion guy. And then I'm also looking at, like, I know I seen that fragrance. Then I also seen them hats. So what's up with them hats? What kind
of? Hey,
Man, I seen them hats.
Go to in Houston, man, right there on the north side of Houston.
Okay.
Oh, it's right. Oh, I'm on the trip.
Yeah, we on the north side.
Yeah, right here off the Beltway. It's a place, Miller Hats. That's what you need to look up, Miller Hats.
Okay.
Man.
It's a black dude, white dude?
It's a white guy. It's a white guy. Man, you know, man.
Don't talk about it. There's a black dude that do hats named Keith James in California. Okay, so I've been looking at his stuff. Now. Okay, so what's your thought?
Keith James, if you hear me, man, me and you need to talk, my boy.
Yeah.
We got to have a conversation.
He in California.
I know about Keith James. I got a Keith James hat.
Okay.
I thought I was really, and listen, I'm going to say this, and I'm not trying to devalue or downgrade this man or anything. I respect the hustle. I respect you. But this is what I learned.
Okay.
And you have so the hats at the time were $450. I don't know. I think I paid $450 for my hat.
Okay.
All right. So when you pay that kind of money for a brim, you're thinking like, okay,
man,
I gotta keep in James, man. I gotta keep in James, right? And he was pretty much mom and pop starting out. It was like exclusive, like it's from another state. I don't know, like you say in California. I don't even know if he was there at the time, but
he got a whole store right now. Though.
You go on, he do. You go online, you pick a hat. Well, how does the hat fit? Don't know. Well, and then I was like, well, let me just. I shot with a medium because I'm about a medium in the head. And I ordered it. The return policy says 7 days. You got 7 days
to give it back.
To give it back. If not, you're
stuck with it.
$450, by the way. I just say that again. So I get the hat. The hat comes in. Put the hat on. Well, it don't fit. It's not going. I need a large. So immediately after I tried it on, I call the number. I get no response.
Oh wow!
But I start getting text messages from the number. Well, come to find out, it was him texting me.
Okay.
And we talking about the hats. I was like, do y'all have, I was like, yeah, I forgot what our conversation was. But if I look through my phone, because I've got text messages all the way dating back to like 2015. I don't really text, but unless they delete themselves. But he was communicating with me until I said, okay, I think I want to go ahead and return this one to get a larger size. Text stop. Text again. And call. And he never responded.
Oh wow!
So I have a beef with him. You see what I'm saying?
I got you. It makes sense.
I don't. And so I went to Miller's hat. I googled hats in Houston, and I found Miller's hat. Right, and I said,
his pretty fire. Pretty fire. His hats. What's that price range by saying?
No, actually, I'm sorry. Can you hear me when I kind of get away from the mic?
Nah, I can hear you.
Okay, so, man, I go over here and. It really wasn't anybody in there at the time. He was in like a long trailer. Now he's got an actual store, but it was like a long trailer, right? And it's got hats everywhere. And there's a lot of, when you walk, people that was walking in, that was like old school cats,
Yeah.
But he got to talking to me, and I love patronizing stores and businesses where they can teach me something.
I love that too.
You know what I mean? And when they're like, I can go in there and ask about every hat and not have to buy one thing, and they're not gonna be like, well, hey, if you're not gonna buy nothing, you need to leave. They don't. He never did that.
Yeah, I like that though.
And this man, when I did buy something, he was like, here, take this. You need this. You need this to brush the hat off. You're gonna need this. Take an extra feather. Oh man, he was. Oh, you want a band? And I was like, okay, I like
customer service is key.
Customer service, bro. And then I said, yeah, I got a Keith and James hat. I said, you ever heard of that? He was like, because we were talking about name brand hats and how we were talking about Stetson hats at first, and he was saying how Stetson had over the years just kind of went downhill. And he was like, now you're just paying for the name. The quality of the hat isn't the way it used to be. And so I was like, oh, okay. I said, well, yeah, I got a Keith and James, man. And I told him about my experience. He was just like, Keith and James, never heard of it. I was like, yeah, it's the hats with the red up under. He's like, oh, you talking about the felt hats? I was like, what you mean felt? He's like, yeah, the guy that sells the felt hats. I was like, he said, yeah, I got a customer. He brought one in. It's felt. I said, well, what do you mean felt?
He know every little thing.
And this man said, well, it's just a lower quality hat.
I got you. I said, he's selling for $450. Hey, I don't know.
Let me tell you something, man. And if you the way I shop,
yeah,
I go up to stuff and I be
feeling the texture.
I'm all about material.
Yeah.
Like I'm all about the quality of it. Is this cashmere? Is this what is it? You know, what kind of cotton is it? Is this silk? Oh, it's silk. Oh yeah, what kind of silk? Is it mulberry silk? Are we talking about, you know, so what type of silkworm did we get this from? You know what I mean? So but when you start talking about the prices that these people are charging from some of this stuff. So anyway, he goes on to tell me, hey, well, I got felt hats. My felt hat started, you know, $40. They go up to about, you know, $80.
Okay.
But this was back in 2018.
They probably went up a little bit.
Oh yeah, you definitely went up.
Yeah.
Because I went back in there, and I said, well, what's the best hat you have? And he said, beaver fur. Beaver fur is the best hat you can buy. I said, well, how much is that? He said $350. I said, well, let me see it. I bought a beaver fur hat that day.
Oh man.
Went back. I said, let me see that one you were talking about below the beaver fur. You talking about rabbit? Yeah, let me see that. I bought a rabbit hat. And I just kept going back.
So now that's your guy to go to.
That's my go-to guy.
I like that.
And I, like I said, I go to him. I keep going back is because he's just a everyday, down to earth, really good person. You know what I mean? I can tell by our conversations, and he's just willing to, hey man, here you go, don't worry about it. Tell him when you I told my boy about him, because my boy was getting the runaround from people about a hat.
Yeah.
A situation that he had with a hat, and I told him, I said, my good friend of mine, he's got a
issue. You go check him out.
And he was like, I tell you what, we don't do that anymore. He said, but tell him to come over here and tell him ask for me, and tell him that, you know, he said, tell him ask for me, and tell him that tell him, you know, I told, you know, to send him or whatever.
Yeah.
And so he went over there.
He loved it.
Well, he went over there and he talked to the lady first, and the lady was he called. He talked to the lady. Okay. And the lady was just like, oh, no, we don't do that no more. I said, no, you got to call him. You got to talk to him.
To the man himself.
Tell him Irvin sent you.
Yes.
And he did that, and he was just like, oh, yeah, I did tell him. And come on in. Not only did he go and he fixed the issue, but he did it for free.
Wow.
See what I'm saying? He didn't charge
Customer service is key, though.
Oh, man, people don't understand it.
So the pivot is this. This is the pivot. Are you coming out with your own clothing line? Are you coming out with your own hats? Like, what's the next? What?
I've always been to the type of person where even when I was starting the trucking business, I don't know if you would see on my store and be like, yo, I got something brewing. And I was like, hey, y'all, I got something coming. I said, when it all comes down, I'm going to let y'all know, and I'm going to tell y'all about it. So
that's in the works.
I got something in the works.
Okay.
I'm not going to say it's closed. I'm not going to say what it is.
That's cool. That's cool.
I'm definitely.
We're going to be looking, though.
Oh, yeah. I'm definitely.
Because, you know, I think you know too much not to have. You understand what I'm saying? Let me repeat that.
Yeah.
You know too much not to have.
Okay.
All right? That means you know too much information not to have your own fragrance, your own clothing line, your own hats. You know what I'm saying? That it can be your collection. You just got to find out where they getting it from.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then market it.
I know where they getting it from.
That's it.
I know where they getting it from.
And then now you just got to market it.
Yeah.
Build your website out. That's why I'm here to help people build websites.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
One thing I know about fragrances is, when we were talking about the gray market earlier, you got to be careful because you get those, how you say it, cease and desist letters. You ever heard? I know you heard of Creed before, right?
Yes.
So I'm a part of a fragrance group online, very exclusive fragrance group, right? I did say earlier that I don't pay full price. When I tell you I don't pay full price for fragrances, I do not pay full price.
Come on.
These $500 and $600 fragrances that people going in the store, and I might pay $150 for that. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm all about their discount.
So
anyway,
facts.
so I forgot where I was going. Sorry.
You know too much not to have. I want you to sink that in your mind.
So I forgot where I was going with that. Anyway, like I said, the gray market.
Yes.
Cease and desist, sorry. You have to be careful putting that stuff online.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Because somebody watching.
Because if I go to this boutique and I say, I want to get all these fragrances that you didn't sell in the last 6 months, you know, because you got to reorder. You got the people want fresh stock. There are literally people that go in and be like, is this fresh? How long ago did you order this? I didn't see the lot number on that. There's people that do that.
Oh, wow.
So these people have to keep fresh stock coming in. So they need to get rid of that old stuff. Right?
Got you.
And so Joe Blow goes in and buy that old stuff. Well, if Joe Blow takes that stuff and put it on a website.
Got you.
A Creed rep, it don't matter who it is from Creed.
They can see it.
They see that.
It's over.
Get their lawyer to send that cease and desist.
Gotta
How do I know
selling
this? Because the group that I'm a part of is a lot of wholesalers. It's a lot of or they work for, or they're buyers for a lot of these mother companies.
I got you.
It's just literally all I can see is 11,000. I'm pretty sure it's more than that, but it's 11,000 group members in this group, and we seeing fragrances that by Tom Ford that ain't even came out yet, bro. Like they not gonna come out for another 3 months, but they already I got
access.
And I love it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I love it. But a guy posted his letter from Creed. And it says cease and desist, or we will take action. We will.
They'll be at your door.
Well, and then I remember Alan telling me about Chanel. He said you'll never find a Chanel product for sale, like on sale, like or at a discounted price. He was right. He was 100% right. Chanel is very strict, kind of like Louis Vuitton, very strict. So Chanel will not. Like if let's say you have this, let's say this is your boutique and you got perfume in there, and you get a contract with Chanel where they're gonna send a rep and they're gonna tell you where they want their product. So it don't matter what you got in the corner over there.
Got you.
They're gonna come in and say, nah, we want it right here. We want it in the window, and you gotta have some on the counter. You be like, well, wait a minute, no. Well, if you want our product, this is what you gotta do. You know what I mean? So
that's crazy. So before we close out, I want to ask you a couple quick questions, man. Mindset. Are you going through these different businesses, all right, and you experience some failures? To me, I call all L's not losses. I call it lessons, all right, because I'm gonna take those lessons and build off of them. So these lessons that you receive, your mindset today. How are you going into the next 3 to 5 years?
Cautiously.
Okay, cautiously. I like that.
Well, I know better now. But what did you say? You said, 90% of people are not going to take those first steps.
I said 90. I said if you tell 100% of the people, 90% not going to do a damn thing.
It's that first step. You know what I mean? And so now that I've taken first steps, I have a better understanding. And so now when I go into something, if I want to go into business or I want to start something or if I'm thinking about something, I'm stepping into it cautiously. And I'm trying to now, will I go and pay for a seminar? I probably I will go pay for a seminar. You know what I mean? For somebody who has done it before.
And that's what I'm big on. I tell people, if your mentor don't have a mentor, y'all both students. So I'm always trying to take a class. I'm always trying to educate myself on branding, marketing, just on all these things. So, so you're going into it cautiously, but you got something growing. You got something something cooking.
Well, and here's another thing, when you go into businesses, be careful who you. It's very hard for me personally to go into business with someone else. Yes. Because I'm very strong-willed. I really don't bend. And if you don't know what you're talking about, I'm gonna pick up on that and I'm gonna be just like, okay, I'm out. I'm saying? I have a lot of information. I have a lot of knowledge.
Yes. That need to be packaged up and sold.
I might get with you on that because I know you good at that.
Yeah. That need to be packaged up and sold. Because so I need people, because I thought about this question. So I'm about to get an outfit.
Okay.
I'm going to a concert.
Okay.
All right. This is a Isley Brothers concert.
Okay.
All right. The fit you got on today is worth $8,000. So I need to know, how can I cut the cost and come out with about at least $2,000? Like, What's the first thing I should be looking for? Like, or how long it takes you to put the outfits together?
Ooh.
So that sounds.
I started this last night.
Okay.
This last night. These are just pieces that I brought together.
Okay.
And I started it last night. I started looking last night about 11:30. I said, I need, because I don't want to be last minute.
Okay.
It takes me longer to find a fragrance sometime than to get ready.
Okay. Okay.
But to do it on a budget, look, if I'm going to consult someone,
okay,
it's not about the name brand. It's about the quality of the piece. You gotta go with a quality that fits your budget. You see what I'm saying? Because you can get into a merino sweater or merino wool and still look good. It's not about, you know what I mean? Like I love. Let me tell you something. I love quality. I love luxury. I'm now into Eton shirts.
Okay.
Okay. If you don't know what Eton is, look it up.
Okay.
Eton shirts, quality to the best quality shirt that most.
And they running like how much? Average shirt?
Button down, regular button down shirt gonna run you about $2.95. Okay, not too bad. But they use long staple cotton. See what I'm saying? And so you said, you know what that means? I ain't trying to.
Nope. Long staple cotton.
Long staple cotton.
Explain, please.
It's basically it's a method, but it's just a type of cotton that they use, and when they get to spinning it, it makes the fabric comes out softer.
Okay,
you know
I got you.
And so I'm going to look for those shirts. So when I look at it,
I got you.
I like the way it fits me. I like the way it looks. But I started at Ross.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yo, you're not a consultant yet? You should be consulting people.
Not yet. I have thought about it.
You need to be.
I have got a lot of inboxes on, yo, can you help me? Can you? Yes, I will help you.
You need to put together, and I'm finna educate you on my business mindset.
Okay.
You need to put together package deals that when I can help you find an outfit, but here are the steps we got to go through, but here's the package deal, and once you pay, then we can meet the times, and I can help you. Because to me, you got the fashion down. It's people looking for that. You know what I'm saying? So you got to kind of like really, think about being a consultant. Because I think people they will buy into it.
I have thought about it, but cautious. I'm very cautious about it because to me, it's like fragrances. It's not. I'm not making money in my sleep doing it. You know what I mean? And that's the way I feel about it. With this, you're making money in your sleep. I like it. I see it. And that's what I'm saying. And so it would be something that I would do just because I like doing it. It's not something that's going to continue to pay my bills. You know what I mean? I that's the way I see it. I don't want to think negatively of it.
Or let's think about this. Let's think about creating so basically you build a 10 module course on how you think when it comes to getting your outfits together. Take that 10 module course and then take some of your outfits, 30 or 40 of your outfits, and show how you thought to put your outfits together. And charge a price to show other people.
That's where my YouTube channel that I've been thinking about starting comes in. That's what I was thinking about doing with the YouTube channel.
Yes.
Like kind of just going, hey, this is what I'm doing. This is how I'm doing it. You know what I mean? This is my night. And just have talks about it.
Yeah, and tell them what to do, but not how to do it. But you want to know how to do it, you got to pay this $497 for this course. And I'm gonna show you how I think, and I'm gonna hire somebody for 10 days to follow me around so they can record me going to these spots. Right. And I can share it with you. I'm just saying that's how my brain thinks. You know what I'm saying? That's how my that's how my brain thinks. So
I like it.
I mean, it just listen. Now you're making money in your sleep. Cause listen, we're just trying to help 1,000 people a year.
Yeah.
1,000 people pay $500.
That's it.
That's it.
That's all I need.
I
mean,
that's $500,000. We got 1 billion people on the earth. $500,000 for the next 20 years. We ain't doing that. Why we don't just talk about? You want to know how I think? I'm gonna give you one YouTube video to get you to how I think, but I'm gonna tell you what to do, but not how to do it until you buy this course.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the mindset.
I listen to, I watch different videos, or I read about different things about into the fashion market. And let me just talk about this real quick before we get off here, man.
Okay.
Tommy Hilfiger did it right. I say y'all. I was one of the ones that boycotted Tommy Hilfiger as well, because I fed into the narrative. I fed into the he said the N-word. He don't like black. His clothes ain't made. No, and that's not what happened. Now, did it profit someone? Who did it profit? Fubu, all those black. So did they probably start the rumor mill?
Where they at though?
That's true.
Where they at?
But what Tommy Hilfiger did was he marketed to our people. But how did he do it? He pulled up in Brooklyn and popped the trunk and said, "Here, take this. I'm starting the clothing line." Come on. He didn't say, "Hey, I got a T-shirt. You want to buy it?" He said, "Here,
a sample.
Take this." You know, when you're in the game, first hit's on me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I love it.
And so I've always admired that. I'm like, man, you know what? That you do. You got to get your name out there when you're doing something like that, because people, and then if you got a good quality T-shirt or a shirt or anything, they're gonna be like, "Yo, where you get that from?"
They sold.
And it's I gotta go get me. Yeah, I got it. You know what I mean? So you might have took a L, 5,000 maybe. Not even that. Let's just say you took a $2,000 L, but look how much you profit. Because if you could remember, when we were in high school, Tommy Hilfiger was the ish, bro. I mean, and if what happened didn't happen, he would still be the ish, and he still. But you know, when you go in Macy's, they still got Tommy Hilfiger. You don't see Fubu though. You don't see
where they at though. You don't see where they at though. So that's why I'm saying I think need to change. And I'm just so big. And my wife said you so thinking forward. I said because I'm so big on taking our ideals, the things that we have, and packaging it up and not being afraid to sell it. You know what I'm saying? We got to package up these ideals. We got to sell these ideals. It's not, listen, people say, you sell, listen, I give away at least 2 videos a week on YouTube, podcast, 1 hour about entrepreneurship. So when I'm asking you to go pay for my $77 a month course, I done gave you 8 hours of free content a month.
Yeah.
But then you can spend another 12 hours with me paying $77 a month. So,
for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
That's what I'm trying to tell people. Like, we just got to.
You gave him the 8 hours.
I get.
And once it's okay. Well, let me see what else he talking about.
Yes,
you know what I mean.
And the reels and all that.
And for some, and what I know for sure, someone you're giving them the knowledge, and it's like, okay, well, come on, and they coming because guess what? I'm trying to start this business. I really want to do this, but you giving me the keys to how to do it. Let me go ahead and pay for it. I would definitely. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying too. And it's like I mean, my wife. I'm starting to. I'm talking a little bit about it. I'm starting a mastermind next year for $11,000. It's 8 months. Okay. I'm taking you from 9th grade all the way to finishing college.
Okay.
So grade number 1 is content creation. Okay. How to create content. Okay. People don't know how to do it.
That's true.
Grade number 2 is how to master your own brand.
Okay.
So each grade is 12 days, but you got to do these 12 steps in 12 days each month. And it's a 8-month course. So those are the things you got to, you know what I'm saying, you got to think about. So other than that, man, I mean, what else you want to tell the people though?
Nothing else to tell them.
But
I'm gonna say this though. I don't have nothing else to actually just tell. But you asked me,
yes,
how do I go to this Owsley Brothers concert?
Yes, yeah. Break that down.
I guess I would ask you, what first thing is, how do you feel? What makes you feel comfortable? You know what I mean?
I'm more of a blazer and blue jean guy.
Okay, I love it.
All right,
yeah.
So blazer, blue jean, but I'm more on the skinny jeans too.
Okay, my jeans.
Like right now, my jeans too big.
Okay, so
the ones I got on today. But I
recommend if you're gonna go slim fit, don't go skinny.
Okay, slim fit.
If you're going slim fit, make sure that you get stretch.
Yes, okay? I like the stretch.
Stretch, yes.
Okay.
Very comfortable.
Yes.
Ain't nothing worse than stiff denim. All right, but definitely go stretch. Man, I would recommend anybody who wants to step their game up, and if you haven't already, just the Gap is a step up from, if you coming from urban and you want to step it up and you want to start throwing blazers on with jeans and stuff like that, start at the Gap.
Okay.
Banana Republic, you know what I mean? Banana Republic, Gap, or sister company, or they owned by the same people. But start there, and then just kind of work your way up. Everything, like it's too easy to go out and buy something that say Gucci and buy the Gucci polo and the buy the Gucci jeans. And, I mean, you just spent $2,000 and you look like everybody else. Individuality is important. You know what I mean? It's one thing to. You can be fashion. You can be in style. You know what I mean? Because you're following a trend. But it's another thing to be fashionable. You asked me earlier, like I have to make sure that something pops. You see what I'm saying? Okay. When I put something on, I need.
So today you brown down. Some people would say brown altogether is not good.
No, bro. It's definitely earth tone colors, right?
Okay. So now I want to ask you about do the glasses and the watch go together, or
this is just something I just threw on?
Okay. Because some people really.
This is my everyday watch.
Okay, your everyday watch. Some people are really big on the glasses going with the blazer.
No, I'm not.
That's not you.
No, okay. I'm not at all.
So you from the neck down?
I'm from the neck down. There's certain
and the watch don't matter.
The watch. I got a couple of Movado watches that I like.
Okay.
I really have not graduated into spending over $600 on a watch. I don't wear them enough to say I'm finna go spend $3,000 on a watch. I haven't graduated to that yet, but like I said, something has to pop on me.
Okay.
And I have to look at it. Sometimes I have to throw it on. But if it's, what? I'm gonna ask you this: what about what I have on? Would you say that's like, damn, it kind of pops out at me?
I like the shoes,
the boots,
not the shoes, the boots, the blue jeans. I wouldn't do the sweater for me. I would do the blazer for sure. Now the collar shirt, I like the collar shirt. I don't know why I would. So you didn't button the very top?
No, I didn't.
So you keep the, okay.
I mean, I can. If I'm wearing a tie or a bow tie, I'm gonna button it all.
Okay. So I do like the shirt, but I would like to mix that with the bow tie.
Okay.
To me personally.
And that's perfect.
That was what I would.
But that's your style.
Yeah.
And that's perfect. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You do what makes do what makes you feel good. Don't worry about what other people got to say. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
As long as your wife like it, if your wife say, I love it, bro, then you should be on cloud nine. Like, yo,
Gucci, yeah.
Man, I'm out here looking good. And it shows in your confidence, you know what I mean? Have confidence in what you're going to put on. Don't feel like, oh, well, I just, no. Be confident, you know what I'm saying? But I have to, like I said, I have to have something pop on. I gotta add in different colors here and there.
Oh, what? I didn't even notice the.
I gotta add in different colors, bro. Let me tell you something real quick. I used to go to Macy's in 2002. I first got a first Macy's.
20 years ago.
And I would go into the Galleria, into the Macy's, and I would walk around and I would look at the mannequins. And I would be like, I see, because they have a person that comes in and dress those mannequins. And they have an eye. And I would look at what those mannequins, men's and women, I would look at what they were wearing. And I'd be like, I never knew no colors could come together. Like, oh, wow, look at that.
So they bringing people in there that know fashion.
Oh, they get paid for that. I forgot what they call that person. I actually dated a chick. She did that. And I would go in, and I still to this day, if you see me in the mall, people are like, you always in the mall, y'all in the mall. No, I'm not shopping.
You just saying.
I'm just into fashion, and I got friends in the mall, and I'm chumming somebody up to get their discount.
Yes.
And so, yeah, man.
I can't wait.
Coming soon, man.
Yeah, man. I can't wait to see what you got growing up because, man, I'm excited. This is one of my most huge accomplishments, man.
Man, the book.
It's one of my, and I'm going to tell you, this book would not have got done if I wouldn't have met my wife.
I remember you saying that at the.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm telling people that once you accomplish something like this, once whatever you got, see, your whole life you've been spending money with other people.
It's true.
It's time for people to start spending money with you. You know what I'm saying? So that's just the mindset. So listen, man.
I'll be back.
I thank you guys for tuning in, man. Remember, this is Why Now Is Your Time. Design the life you want, create the brand you deserve, but most importantly, leave your legacy. We see you guys in the next video.